Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Now the stock market is closed today as today is Good Friday and Uncle Charles is a Christian and today I will be fasting, all right? And all my fellow Christians out there, if you guys are fasting as well, I am with you. Uncle Charles is in it with you guys, all right? And if you're not a Christian, I still hope you guys have an awesome Friday as well. All right, now let's get down to business. Something that I'm watching right now is this trend line right here. A big shout out to my Discord member Cosmos. He's the one that told me about this awesome trend line. Right here, I have it connected from February 16th low, connected to March 6th high, and the interesting part is for me is how it bounced off this trend line twice this week. It bounced off it on Wednesday and it bounced off of it on Thursday. Okay, that's the 405.5 level. So based on this structure, the price behavior and this trend line, in my opinion, bears that's definitely a level that bears need to watch for and that they definitely need to break down. All right, we got buying pressure. It's a buy zone, right? Demand zone there. So if it can absorb all of the orders by basing there or testing there again and eventually closing below it, that would be a good sign to be even more bearish and favor more downside. Okay, so that 405.5 level is an important level in my opinion, and below that, if it's lost, would put 404 Fibonacci level in play. But the test and support of this channel would be at 403, okay, as it's sloping up for Monday, 403, and this yellow trend line based on this yellow triangle pattern that I have here, it's around 402.5ish. So definitely some clusters of supports. You can also just make it a zone 402.5 to 403 zone, definitely critical zone to watch. But before we even worry about that zone, like I said, watch for that 405.5 level. Breakdown of this trend line right here could possibly trigger more downside. Okay? It's all about, the price action behavior, and the behavior at that level was buying pressure. All right, buying pressure. So we want, if you're a bear, you want to see that change. You want to see the buying pressure weakened, absorbed, and turn into selling pressure from that area. Okay? So as long as above 405.5, as you can see here, we got a bounce, and SPY managed to close 409.19 cents. What I do use is the 5 daily moving average, and that's around 409.16. So definitely that 409 level, 0.16 level could change by Monday, but 409 is definitely a level to watch. That SPY is gonna have to show some follow through and break above. I do have that 78.6 fib level at 410.25. Loss of this level is what triggered the pullback. All right, but if we can clear it and recapture, it's a good sign that the pullback is over, or maybe we'll go test the previous high, which is around 411.5 to 412 zone. Okay, but if we do take out that previous high from Tuesday, there's a very good chance we go back and test the top of the rising channel, which resistant for Monday will now be around 416-ish. Okay? So above 410.25, in my opinion, I would look to long. That would be pretty bullish. Okay? Manage those risks. Every trade we take is a risk. So manage those risks, okay? We're not avoiding risk. There's no way to avoid risk. And no strategy is 100%, so there's no way to avoid the risk. But you got to manage those risks and cut the loss if you are wrong, if it's going against you. Okay? So remember, bearish case scenario. As of right now, I have support at 48.5 and 407. If that break down 407, bears need to break down 405.5. So watch what the price action is doing. Is it breaking down resistance? Is it breaking down support? Is it chopping? Okay, if it's chopping, you might, you want to identify the range of the chop. Identify the range of the chop and wait for either the breakout or the breakdown. Anything within the chop of the range, you want to scalp it if you choose to trade it. All right? I don't talk about how to deal with chops that often, but that's what I do. You got a cash position as a position. When the market chops, it's tough to trade. Allow it to chop, allow it to give us a range, and we wait for the break or the breakdown of the range. That's how Uncle Charters trade chops. I don't really trade it. I just identify the range and I wait for the break or the breakdown. But if I do trade it, I'm scalping. Quick moves. Sniper style. Okay? So yes, bear case really starts below 405.5. Bull case need to recapture 410.25. All right? Now here's triple Q. I have fib level from all-time high down to October low. Okay, now we zooming in. You can see that 38.2 fib levels at 313.26. And as of right now, triple Q is giving us some buying pressure there. We had buying pressure there back on March 30th. Buying pressure there yesterday. Okay, so bulls still got a shot at more upside if they can defend 313.2. Okay, so immediate support right now, it did close at 318. Immediate support I have is 317.5 and 315.5. Okay, if those level fails, we could go test 313.2 again. Now remember, the more it get tested, a support get tested, it's gonna get weaker because the buy orders are gonna get absorbed more, and eventually they're gonna run out because they're not unlimited. And if they run out, that could give us the breakdown. All right, so just keep that in mind. Ideally, bulls don't want that level to get tested again, and they just want to keep bouncing up. All right, stay above 319. Okay, 319 previous pivot high right here, and a previous where it closed before. So 319, above 319, I'll favor 321 and more upside. All right, above 321, I got 323. There's a gap around 323. Okay, and above that is 325 and 326.5 levels I'll be watching for. Okay, but it has to break above 319 and 321 to trigger more upside. Watch the support. Loss of 317.5 would be a sign, but loss of 315.5 and especially 313.2 would be very bearish and a sign that we're going to get a deeper pullback. And we could drop down even lower, back to 311, 309, maybe gap fill around 308-ish. Okay, there is a gap, decent sized gap at 308. Keep that in mind as well, all right? IWM, it's struggling to break back above that 174.3-ish level, treating it like a resistant after breaking it down. So overall, still bearish, but it is bouncing around my 172 support level. All right, if I zoom in, I do want you guys to notice we do have an inside daily candle trade setup here. April 5th is the mother candle, and yesterday's candle is within the range of the mother candle, making it the child candle. So you trade it based on the breakout of the mother candle's high or the breakdown of the mother candle's low. Okay, and the high is at 174.8. If that clears, look to long with 175.6, 176.5, 178.6, and 180.3-ish in play. Okay, a breakdown of 172, look to short, guys. There is a gap around 171.8, but I think, yeah, it'll fill, probably break down and go test 170.3 and 167.5. All right, Apple, we did have a false breakout of testing this multi-year, this yearly trend line here from January 2022. It did trigger a move back down to support around 162-ish, but it's bouncing there. Okay, so watch for the breakout. If this bounce is strong, it'll break out, clear resistance at 165.6. Maybe we could see more upside. 167, 170.3. Okay, there is a gap around 171.3-ish, 0.4-ish, okay? To be bearish, I need to see that 172 level break down. Okay, not 170, 162. Excuse me. All right, it was a strong resistant and it's serving as support now. It's a roll change that's pretty bullish, but to cancel that, it needs to break down 162 and break down 160.5 to fill the gap at 157.8ish and 156.3ish support. Another strong support level that we had previously. All right, and here is Tesla, still in that false breakout mode here. False breakout mode. Didn't show follow through yesterday though. All right, I have a Fibonacci level from February 6th high down to March 13th low. 38.2 fib levels at 184.4. We got some buying pressure from it on April 5th. Yesterday, we managed to close just above it despite spending some time below it. So, definitely bears need to defend 186.7 to keep them below this bull flag and push and close below 184.4 to trigger more downside. If it breaks back below that level, look to short. Okay, there is support at 180. If you missed that one breakdown, just catch another breakdown. If it breaks down 180, 176.5, 173.4, then 168.5 will be in play, okay? Now to be bullish, can look to long above 187 and definitely watch that 190.3 resistant level. That's a critical level. If bulls can recapture that, we could possibly see more upside, fill the gap at 192.3-ish first with 197 in play above, okay? DXY is basing a bit here. Still not recapturing that green trend line. So to be bullish, it needs to recapture that green trend line and break above this yellow trend line, which would need above 102.4. Above 102.4, maybe DXY can build some bullish momentum and push it back to the upside to 103.4, 104.1, maybe back to 105.3-ish as well. Okay? As long as below, overall, as long as below 102.3-ish, below this yellow and green trend line, it's possible that DXY continues to creep a little bit more lower. How low? We don't know, but there is support at 101.4 and 100.8. They need to step up there. Hopefully they can. VIX, once again, testing that 20 resistant level. You know, all week has been testing it, just cannot break above, getting pushed back down. Let's see if it can finally test, break down the 18 support level, finally go test the 17 and the 15.6 support level. Okay? Let's see. Like I said, all week, I can't get bullish on the VIX unless it breaks above the resistant at 20. Okay, guys? Now let's take a look at the option flow. Filter for 500K premiums or above. Once again, coming in bearish. These one came at the end of the day, right after 4 o'clock. Interesting. So they must be swinging it, I'm assuming. 407 strike price, April 11, 407 strike price for puts. Pretty aggressive, over 8,000 in size, 1 million in premium. This one also came in at 4:02 p.m. 389 strike price for puts, over 5,000 in size, over 3 million in premium. Okay, we're getting some more block orders here, and this one came at 9:59, so it came in the morning. They were puts. Okay, but yeah, overall puts, but these ones that came towards the end of the day, I'm assuming they're swings. Very interesting, especially this one, April 11 expiration date. What were they thinking? QQQ, 59% in the calls. That's different from the SPY. Nothing that really sticks out. Seeing a lot of block orders that came in at the end of the day. Mostly puts. Very, very in the money puts. And expiration days pretty far out. Okay, some safe plays. This one here though, puts for 305 strike price. over 700K in premium for April 21st. All right, so came at 345. That's an interesting one. IWM, 73% in the puts. Nothing that really stick out. Mostly block orders and splits. Yeah, this one here, the size is below 5,000, but strike price is 160 for December 15th. So still see a lot of bearish bets coming in towards the end of the day. Apple, nothing on Apple. That's no one trading Apple. 64% in calls for Tesla. Got a call that came in at the end of the day here, April 14th. 345 it came in at the end of the day. 190 strike price, pretty aggressive, over 9,000 in size. That's worth mentioning. Other than that, nothing really that sticks out. And let's end this with the VIX. Nothing for the VIX. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great Friday. You guys want more content from Uncle? Please consider joining my Discord. Other than that, peace.